Hello, welcome to the latest installment from the Stick Tap Sports Network. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Statis Pro 4th edition as is integrated into Digital Diamond. And let's see here. Yeah, well, before we proceed, what I'd like to say is today's game that we're going to be showing, or I'm going to be presenting or playing, is going to be a matchup between the New York Mets and the Montreal Expos. Tom Seaver will be on the mound. Tom Seaver is definitely a Cy Young candidate for this season. Can jump out of this and take a look at some of the standings here. I know that you mentioned it's a game pitting the third place in the NL East, the third place New York Mets, who currently find themselves 10 games out of first place, and the Montreal Expos, who are 29 games out of first place. Really, the only reason why I'm bringing this game to you is because of Tom Seaver. So it's one of the more interesting pitchers going on the day. Take a look at the Cy Young conversation here in the National League. You got Bruce Keeson of the Pirates, who's leading the way, but followed closely by Steve Carlton and Tom Seaver, both having great seasons here. So you see, for the Mets NL MVP, Dave Kingman is in the conversation, but the problem with Kingman is he is out injured. He is not due back until the latter part of August. So he's been out since middle part of July. He is currently leading Major League Baseball with 29 home runs, as you can see here. He's also second in the RBI race in the National League with 69. And I know we talked a little bit about Tom Seaver, but let's take a look at some of what his numbers are in comparison to the year, to real life. That is, he's matched his output in wins with 14. He's got 14 wins, 7 losses. He had 11 in 1976. He's on pace for complete games as far as equaling his output in 76 with 13. He's at 9 right now. As you can see, he gave up 14 home runs in real life, only 2 so far this season. His ERA is almost 1 run lower than it was in real life. He's at 1.58 right now, which is pretty stout, and a 2.59 ERA in real life. So he is pitching better. But what's interesting too is take a look. His WHIP is only off by 1.05 is in the replay. 1.06 was in real life. And on base percentage for batters faced is a little bit higher, 0.275 in the replay, 0.271 in real life. So definitely one of the standout pitching performances so far this year in the National League is Tom Seaver. So we're going to be able to watch him pitch. Today, what I'm going to be playing is Statis Pro, as I said, 4th edition, as integrated into Digital Diamond. Quick look at the standings. Pirates and Phillies are tied. Pirates tracked down the Phillies with a win yesterday against the Expos, a come-from-behind victory to win in the 8th inning. I think that was a rally that started on a hit batter, followed by a double, which tied the game, and then a single, which knocked in the winning run, all with 2 outs against the hard luck Expos. That was Steve Rogers who was pitching in that game. Also around the league, you see the Yankees in the American League. The Yankees are up by 7.5 on the Red Sox. Orioles are back by 9.5. Those teams have been closing ground a bit. The Yankees are kind of in a slump. They're 3-7 over the last 10, whereas the Orioles are 8-2. So they've made up 5 games in that period of time to get to within single digits of the Yankees, but still it's 9.5 back, and we're in early August. So still a tall order to hunt down the Yanks. In the AL West, the Twins, who were one of the hottest teams for a long while, they've also cooled off. You'll see that the A's, the Rangers, and the Royals are all gaining ground. The Royals are kind of stuck in neutral. The Twins have lost 2 straight, and the Royals also have lost 2 straight, or else they could have possibly been 4.5 back, but instead they find themselves back 6.5. Rangers and A's are also 6.5 back. So I anticipate this to tighten up and should be a pretty tight race in the American League West. We talked about the NL East with the Pirates and Phillies being tied. Pirates have hunted down the Phillies, and we'll see how things go there. But that should be a pretty good race heading forward. And in the NL West, the Cincinnati Reds still holding a 3-game lead over the Dodgers, who just won't go away. There's a big series coming up, 4-game series this weekend, pitting the Dodgers and Reds. So maybe we'll get one of those games on the channel here, possibly this weekend or next week. So without further ado, we're going to jump into some baseball here. And before we do, please do hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And it's nice to know that people are actually paying attention to what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Let's play ball. Go through the lineups here in a second. Just going to go ahead and get going. Go ahead. We're going to be playing SP Board Game Companion, Status Pro 4th edition. Okay. Jump forward to the game. So alrighty. So here we go. The Mets 57-49 against the 33-63 Montreal Expos. Leading off will be Ellis Valentine, followed by Wayne Garrett and Larry Parrish. So get my other stuff up here so I can reference it. And pitch is going to be off of Seaver's card. 34 is going to be called strike 3, and Valentine goes down on strike. So Seaver strikes out his first batter he faces today. That'll bring up second baseman Wayne Garrett. Pitch to Garrett is going to be off of Seaver's card. 47 is going to be ball floor. So he's going to walk Garrett. Garrett's on at first. Just so you know, off screen, I do kind of created my own. Wait a minute. See, there's something amiss here. We want to be using split cards. So, okay, pull that up. So I do have a strategy, kind of a hybrid strategy. I shouldn't say hybrid strategy, just kind of strategy chart that I created just to kind of automate things. I want to get myself out of the way of making decisions. I only really make decisions based upon pitching. So I just like to really be a spectator during these games. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen with 1 out and Garrett on first, Parrish up to bat. And that's going to be, so we're looking at a sacrifice potentially by, no, an A, double A or double B, but Parrish is a D, so we're not going to see that. So Here's the pitch. Pitch is going to be off Seaver's card. It's a 14, and that's going to be a base hit to center. Now, hits off of the pitcher's cards are automatic 2-base advance. So Garrett will be going to third. And this is just so you know, this is based off of the Statis Pro 4th edition rules. There's some differences between this and the original game. So you might see some things that might not look right, but just following the rule set as described there. So Earl Williams now coming to bat. Williams is doing today's catching. We got runners on first and third with 1 out. And let's see if there's anything in the works here. It's going to be no, nothing going on the base path. So the pitch is going to be to Williams. It's a 7. It's going to be off of Seaver's card. 26 is going to be called strike 3. So there's 2 outs. And now Del Unser will come up to bat. Pitch to Unser. It's going to be off of Seaver's card. 56. Wild pitch, yes. So that's going to be a wild pitch, gets by Grody, and Garrett's going to score. So Seaver uncorks a wild pitch. That'll move Parrish to second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Unser. Off of Seaver's card. 66 is going to be hit into center field, rather deep, but Pepe Manguel will be there to make the catch. And there's 3 away. So that's 3 outs. So now for the New York Mets, it's going to be Pepe Manguel, Felix Mion, and John Milner. And so the Woody Fryman's on. And he's got a 5-9 record with a 3.55 ERA. Pitch is going to be off of Fryman's card. It's a 54. It's going to be a line drive caught by the second baseman Garrett. And there's 1 out. So the Expos with a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. They're able to scratch a run across, one run, 1 hit against Seaver in the top half of the inning. And so now Felix Mion comes up to bat. Pitch is going to be off of Mion's card. 44. RN is going to be hit out into left field. Jorgensen make the catch for the second out. Bring up John Milner. Milner has 18 home runs on the year. He's batting .290 with 44 RBIs. Pitch off of Fryman's card is going to be 61. That's LP. Ground ball to second. Garrett to Thornton, and the side is retired. So we go to the second inning. 1-0. 1-0 Expos. Tim Foley, Mike Jorgensen, and Andre Thornton to face Tom Seaver here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. It's going to be off of Seaver's card. It's 18 is going to be, that'd be a balk, but in this game, with no runner on base, it's going to be an out. So we go to the CHT rating, which is RN. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. And Foley is retired. So that brings up Jorgensen. Mike Jorgensen batting .284, 6 home runs and 42 RBIs on the season. Pitch is an 8 off of Seaver's card. 17. It's going to be a base hit to center field. So Jorgensen singles. That brings up Andre Thornton. Got 1 out. Runner on first. The pitch is going to be off of Seaver's card. 87. RP is going to be hit into center field. Fairly deep, but not deep enough to the runner advance. So Thornton flies out to Manuel for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Woody Fryman. Pitch to Fryman. So it's BD. Can roll at 23. It's going to be nothing happening there. So that's going to be a fly ball. Get out to right field. Mike Vail will make the catch. And the inning is over. The top half of the second is over. So what happened there was same thing as if the fast action card determines it's going to be in the balk section or let's say pass ball or wild pitch. There's nobody on base. It automatically becomes an out. You refer to the CHT rating on the card, batter's card, for what that result's going to be. Okay, so Joe Torre to lead things off for the Mets here in the bottom of the second. Torre's batting .357 this season with a home run and 14 RBIs. Pitch, it's going to be off of Fryman's card. 25 will be called strike 3. Torre goes down on strikes. Now Mike Vail. Vail's batting .333 on the season. Limited play. This is only his 13th game he's appearing in the season. There's a pitch. It's going to be off of Vail's card. 16. That's going to be a base hit to center. So Vail's on first. 1 out. And that will bring up Jerry Grody. Check and see if anything's going to happen. Plays are in the works. That's going to be a no. Pitch to Grody. It's going to be off of Grody's card. 63. It's going to be lifted into left field. And it's not going to be deep enough to move up the runner, so Vail will retreat back to first base. And there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Roy Steiger. Not sure. I'm going to say Steiger. Here's the pitch. Off of Fryman's card. 37 is going to be taken outside for ball 4. And that's going to bring up Bud Harrelson. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Pitch to Harrelson is going to be off of Harrelson's card. 87 is going to be SN is his rating. So we're going to take a look at RN. It says a fly ball to deep center field. Valentine is on the warning track and makes the catch. So we're heading to the 3rd inning. Still 1-0 Expos. Seaver back out on the bump. We'll be facing Valentine, Garrett, and Parrish. Pitch to Ellis Valentine. It's going to be off of Seaver's card. 81. A line drive caught by Roy Steiger. There's 1 out. So Valentine is retired. That brings up Garrett, who walked his first time and scored on a wild pitch. Pitch to Garrett off of Seaver's card. 32 is going to be called strike 3. Seaver now with 3 Ks in the game. Brings up Larry Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. It's just going to be off of Parrish's card. It's 61. That's going to be fly ball to left field. Gilner underneath it makes the catch, and the Expos are in the top half of the 3rd. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. The score: Montreal 1, New York 0. Fryman now to face Seaver, Manuel, and Milan. Or is it Milan? Here's the pitch. So CD. We'll take a look at what it's going to be. It's going to be shortstop. Shortstop is a CD rating of 1. It rolls a 77. That's going to be a hard ground ball. So Foley's not going to be able to come up with it. The ball rolls into left field for a base hit. So Seaver. Oh, wait a minute. I missed that. My mistake. So, If a CD rating comes up and the batter's CHT rating is in parentheses, then that means there's no CD call and it's an automatic out. So that's going to be a fly ball to right field. I caught that. And there is one out. Happy Manuel coming up to bat. It's going to be off of the Fryman's card. It's a 35, and that's going to be taken for ball 4. So that's the second walk now for Fryman. So the Mets have a runner on first with one out. And let's see what happens here. 92. Okay, so Happy Manuel, or I'm sorry, Felix Milan is going to bunt. So let's see what happens on the bunt. So sacrifice attempt here. He squares to bunt, 77. He's a B. And then it's going to be bunted to first. Thornton will fire down to Foley to get the force. Manuel is erased. So nice play by Thornton. Not a good bunt by Milan. And that's 2 outs. And now John Milner coming to bat. Going on bases there. So the pitch is going to be off of Fryman's card. 87. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Garrett will fire to Thornton. The Mets are retired in third, so we're heading to the fourth. 1-0 Montreal. Seaver now heading out for his fourth inning of pitching here. He's gone 3 innings, given up 1 run, 2 hits, struck out 3 and walked 1. Earl Williams lead things off here. Pitch to Williams. Off of Seaver's card. It's a 15. It's going to be a base hit in the center field. So Williams with a single. I'll bring up Dell Unser. Pitch to Unser is going to be off of the batter's card. 47. Will be hit into right field and fairly deep. Deep enough to get Williams to tag and head to second. So Williams goes to second on the sacrifice fly. And that'll bring up Tim Foley. Foley's 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time up. So runner on second, 1 out. Let's see here. Pitch to Foley, the off of Seaver's card, 53, is going to be a wild pitch. So Williams will go to third. It's the second wild pitch that Seaver's uncorked today. It's going to bring up, or no, that still Foley is up to bat. 1 out, runner on third. Let's see here. Okay, so the pitch to Foley. Okay, so CD is the draw. Runner on third. Who's it going to be hit to? So we're checking John Milner's rating. He's a 4. Yeah, the roll is an 83. And that's going to be a line drive single that Milner can't come up with. That's going to score Williams, and the Mets, or the Expos, now lead 2-0. And the Mets have had trouble scoring runs late, so we've got a runner on first. Now, 1 out. Runner on first is Milner. Mike Jorgensen up to bat. The pitch to Jorgensen will be off of Seaver's card. 83. It's going to be GX6, so that should be a force out at second. And it is. So it's grounded down to Harrelson, who tosses it to Milan for the second out. Jorgensen reaches on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs, man on first, Andre Thornton coming to bat. Pitch to Thornton, be off Seaver's card. It's going to be called strike 3. So there's the 4th strikeout of the game for Seaver. Pardon me, I'm going to take a sip of coffee here. Okay. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. The Mets so far, only 1 hit. Joe Torre coming to bat against Woody Fryman. The pitch is off of Fryman's card. It's going to be 86. That's an out. So Barnes, a fly ball to left field. Jorgensen underneath it makes the catch. 1 away. And now Mike Vail. Vail's 1 for 1. The only single or only base hit on the day for the Mets. Pitch is going to be off Fryman's card. 11. And that is going to be hit in front of the plate. Williams is on it, but his throw is going to be too late to get Vail, and Vail reaches an infield single. So that's the second hit of the day, both by Mike Vail for the Mets. And that'll bring up Jerry Grody with 1 out. Pitch to Grody off of Grody's card. 12. The base hit to left. Okay, so let's see here. It's hit to left field. Let's see. Okay, so throwing arm, Jorgensen's a T2. And Vail is a C. And Vail is going to go for, he's going to try to take the extra base. So let's find out if he's going to be safe. So first to third, single to left. He's a C, T2. No bonuses, only 1 out. So let's see. 11 to 46, he's safe. And he's going to be safe. So Mike Vail takes third on the single by Grody. The Mets have something going here. So runners on first and third, 1 out. And Roy Stager coming up to bat. Let's see. First and third, 1 out. There you go. See Stager swing away here. Here's the pitch. It's going to be off of Fryman's card. 21 will be a base hit to center field. That's going to score Vail, and Grody will go to third on the single. The Mets have cut the lead in half. The Expos lead in half. It's now 2-1, 1 out. Bud Harrelson coming up to bat. Runners on first and third. Runners on first and third. Let's see here. No. The pitch to Harrelson is off of Fryman's card. 88 SN. So this will be a fly ball hit into left field. So we got runners on first and third. Ball's hit into left field. No, or Jorgensen will make the catch, and Grody will have to stay. So he's going to hold on. And so it's 2 outs. That's going to bring up Tom Seaver. Pitch from Fryman will be off Seaver's card. 47 is going to be ball 4. So he walks the pitcher. I'll load the bases now for Pepe Manguel, who was with the Expos to start the season. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ryman looking in. Pitch is going to be off of Manguel's card. 37 is going to be swung on, miss, strike 3. Ryman gets out of that bases loaded jam. So we head to the 5th now. The score is 2-1 Montreal. Seaver heads back out on the mound here. Start his 5th inning work. Pitch be off of Seaver's card. It's 44. And that's going to be ball 4. He walks Fryman to start the inning. Looks like not a good start, especially walking the pitcher to start the inning. So Ellis Valentine now up to bat. The pitch to Valentine, or let's see what's going to happen here. Okay. No, we're not going to call on Valentine to bunt. Private is not going. Here's the pitch. 4 should be off Seaver's card. 48, and that's going to be another walk. So Seaver, with his 3rd walk of the day, puts runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. First and 2nd, nobody out. And play in the works. So let's see what happens here. 7 off of Seaver's card. 61. GX1. So runners on 1st and 2nd. That's going to be. Oops. There we go. Pitcher to 2nd, batter safe. Okay, so it's ground to 2. Seaver, he'll go down to 2nd for 1. That's all they're going to get. Fryman will advance to 3rd. Valentine is erased. Garrett is now on 1st on the fielder's choice. So 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Pitch to Parrish. He's going to be off of Parrish's card. 81. RMG3A. G3A. So we play the infield in at this point. The Mets will be playing the infield in. Runners on 1st and 3rd. This is not going to be good. G3A is going to be single through the infield. Garrett will advance 2 bases, so he'll go to 3rd. The Expos get the run back that the Mets scored in the 4th, and they're back to a 2-run lead. Score 3-1. Earl Williams coming to bat. The infield is still going to be playing in here. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Let's see. Check something. No, it's not going to be down. Here's the pitch to Williams off of Seaver's card. 17 is going to be a base hit to right field. It's going to score Garrett. Parrish goes to 3rd. Just like that, the Expos have opened up a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. Seaver not looking as sharp as today. Bring up Del Unser now. Pitch to Unser. Check his BD rating here. It's an 88. It'll be LP. And that's going to be base hit through the infield. That's going to score 2 runs. It's now 5-1 Expos. Tom Seaver. Tom, not so terrific today. We got runners on first and third. Tim Foley coming to bat. Yeah, let's see. Pitch off the Seaver's card. 14 is another base hit to center, this time to center field. That's going to score Williams. And that is going to be it for Seaver. Take him out. Now, let's see here. Not a good outing. Not a Cy Young worthy performance today. So let's see. Who can we bring in? There's not a lot of choices. Their bullpen's tax for sure. You know what? We might need to leave him in. Wow. Yeah, this pen is just really in trouble here. So let's take a look. When is he at 2 up? He's 2 ups for a bit still. So yeah, we're going to leave Seaver in. Not looking his best, but not a lot of options right now with the way the Pat's bullpen is set up. A lot of tired arms out there. So Jorgensen now, first and third. Out. Pitch. It's going to be off Seaver's card, 73. So back to the pitcher. Let's see, first and third. It's going to be hit back to the pitcher. Seaver's only play is going to be to first. Foley would go to second. Hunzer would score, and it's 7-1 Expo. So that's 2 outs, and Andre Thornton coming back. Runner up second, 2 outs. So let's pitch. 57, the RP to fly ball to deep center field. Magwell on the warning track will make the catch. The side's retired, but the Expos scored 5 runs in the top of the 5th to take a 7-1 lead over the New York Mets. So Milan will be the lead off, followed by Milner and Torrey. 66. It's going to be a fly ball hitting the right field. Hunzer is able to track it down for the out. There's going out. John Milner now strides to the plate. Pitch from Fryman, be off Fryman's car. 37. It's going to be called strike 3. There's 3 strikeouts now for Woody Fryman. Now bring up Joe Torre. Pitch to Torre. It's going to be off of his car. 11 is a base hit to left field. So there's a base hit for Joe Torre. They'll bring up Mike Vail, who was 2 for 2 today. So here's the pitch. 35. Yeah. A ground ball. Thornton, he'll take it to the bag. And that'll end the 5th inning. So we head to the 6th. 7-1 Expos. Woody Fryman now up to bat against Tom Seaver. Pitch from Seaver. It's going to be grounded to second. On top of that, he fires it to Torrey. There's 1 out. Yeah, that was Valentine. Valentine is 0 for 2 today. Walked. So last time up, pitch will be off of Valentine's card. 65 is going to be hit into left field. Milner is able to track it down for the second out. And we'll bring up Wayne Garrett, who was 0 for 2 today. He's scored twice and walked once. It should be off of Garrett's card. 38 is going to be ball 4. Wayne Garrett is on with a walk. Now bring up Larry Parrish. Okay, so Seaver now is technically tired. So he's going to drop to a 2-7 for the remainder of this inning. Here's the pitch, 10. So it's going to be off of Parrish's card. 57. That's going to be ground ball to short. Harrelson's up with it and fires it to first. That'll end the top of the 6 for the Mets or for the Expos. So now Grody will lead things off here as he is 1 for 2. Pitch is going to be off of the batter's card. Is 6A. It's a ground ball to Foley. Fires to Thornton for the first out. Now Roy Stager comes out to bat. It'll be off of Fryman's card. 57. It's going to be an out. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Earl Williams will call for it and make the catch. So there's 2 outs. Now Bud Harrelson coming to bat. Harrelson 0 for 2 today. He's flied out both times. Off of Fryman's card, 45. It's going to be RN. It's a ground ball first. Takes it to the bag. And the inning is over. So we head to the 7th inning. Now we should reduce Seaver's rating. So it's reduced immediately. So he went from a 2.8 to a 2.7. And at the beginning of each inning, you reduce it another as follows. So by 1. So that means that he will become a 2.6 this inning. Let's take a look at that bullpen again. See who's available. Knowledge is starting. Who's one's a starter? So Myrick. Okay. Probably get an inning out of Lockwood. So yeah, I'm going to go to Skip Lockwood. Seaver's leading off, so we'll do a double switch here. So Skip Lockwood will go into the number 8 spot. And he's going to come at shortstop. Leo Foster. No, we'll go Mike Phillips. Phillips will go into the number 9 spot and take over at short. Okay. So Skip Lockwood to face Williams, Unser, and Foley. Here's the pitch. It'll be off of Lockwood's card. 84 is out, so that's going to be a ground ball to second. It's retired. There's one away. Del Unser. Lockwood's card again. 46 is going to be called strike 3, so Unser goes down on strikes. There's 2 outs. Now Tim Foley comes to bat. Off of Foley's card, 48. There's a line drive caught by Corey. That's going to end the inning as we head to the 7th inning stretch. So, bottom of the seventh here, 7-1 Expos, and Mike Phillips now to lead things off here. Phillips has been 246 on the season. Fryman, so far, 6 innings pitched, 1 run, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Should probably take a look at what Seaver's line looked like. It was not pretty, but did it anyway. 6 innings pitched, 8 hits given up, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, that is. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, no home runs. ERA now climbs to 1.87. And Phillips now steps into bat against Woody Fryman. So here's the pitch. BD 83. That'll be a ground ball to first. Thorns up with it, takes to the bag, 1 away. Bottom of the 7th. So Pepe Manuel now 0 for 2. Speed as well, 61. All right. Fly ball to right field. Hunter underneath it, makes the catch. There's 2 outs. I'll bring up Felix Milan. Be off Milan's card. 51 will be ground ball to short. Just like that, the Mets are turned away in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. 7-1 Expos. It'll be Jorgensen, Thornton, and the pitcher's spot. 4 should be off of Lockwood's card. 74. See, now this is where it would be a wild pitch. We check to see if it was, obviously on the pitch thing, yes or no, but with nobody on, it becomes an out. So that's a ground ball to third. Stagers up with it, fires to Torrey, 1 away. Andre Thornton now comes to bat. Be off Thornton's card. 11 is going to be driven into the left field gap. Milner's over to cut it off, but Thornton will out cruising to second with a double. So Thornton reaches on the double, and that'll bring up Fryman's spot. Let's see, what does Woody Fryman look like from a... Probably got another inning. Why not? I'm leaving him. They're going to leave him in. So here's the pitch. Be off the Lockwood's card. 35 is going to be called strike 3. Lockwood or Fryman goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Ellis Valentine now with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Runner on second. It's going to be on Valentine's card. 36. And that's going to be a home run. So Valentine crushes the ball to deep right field. Vale going back. It's gone. Ellis Valentine. For Valentine, that's his 5th home run of the season. It's now 9-1 Expos. And we're going to get a pitching change here. Lockwood comes out. Let's see who we go to now. I think we just go to Bob Myrick. Oh. Oh, wait. No. Let's redo that. So I'm going to the we have 2 more at bats here. So why don't we check and see who can come in? Like second. So yeah, let's go Leo Foster. It's going to go into the number 8 spot. He's going to play second. Myrick spot. And so 2 outs. Wayne Garrett coming to bat. The Expos have stretched the lead to 8, 9-1. It's just going to be on Garrett's card. 14 is a base hit to left. Garrett, that's the 11th hit of the day for the Expos. The Shea Stadium faithful are filing out of the stadium. Larry Parrish now coming to bat. Parrish is 2 for 4 with an RBI, also scored a run. Pitch off of Parrish's card, 27. And that is going to be hit into deep right field. This ball is going. So the Expos now with an 11-1 lead. Wow. Okay, so Earl Williams now up to bat against Myrick. There's the pitch. Ball 4. So Myrick comes in, gives up a single, a home run, and then walks Williams. And now they'll bring up Dell Unser. Runner on first. 2 outs. Pitch. It's going to be called strike 3. And the side is retired. But not after the Expos add 4 more to their lead. It's now 11-1. Woody Fryman still out there. He's going to face Milner, Torrey, and Vale. Pitch. It's off of Milner's card. 14. That's going to be a base hit to left field. So I got a runner on first. Joe Torrey coming to bat. It's going to be off of the pitcher's card. 34 is ball 4, and he walks him. And that's now with runners on first and second. Mike Vale coming to bat. Be off of Vale's card. 11 is a base hit to left. Let's see. No, we're not going to. Miller's going to hold up at third. So the bases are loaded. Jerry Groden coming to bat. Nobody out. BD 43. So GX5. Check the error on Parrish, and let's see what happens here. So Parrish is going to bobble the ball. The batter's safe, and runners in advance, 1 base. So there's an error by Parrish. Milner's going to score, and everybody else is safe. So it's 11-2 now. Roy Stager coming up to bat. Fryman's still out there. Bases loaded. Infield is at normal depth. The pitch is going to be off of Fryman's card. 15 is going to be a base hit to left field. It's going to score Torrey and Vale. Grody goes to third. Sager's at first. So it's now 11-4. Leo Foster coming to bat. Runners on first and third. Pitch off of Fryman's card. 63. G6A. Runners on first and third. And that's going to score a run. Yep. Ground out. The only play is going to be to first. Stager will go to second. Grody scores, and it's now 11-5. Expos. Now Mike Phillips. Runner on second. 1 out. Pitch. Going to be off of the batter's card. Phillips. It's a base hit to left. Let's see here. So it's a base hit to left. Okay, Jorgensen's at 2-2. Sager's at D. Okay, so second to home, single. They're going to wave stagger home with one out. Kind of a risky move, but it is what they decide to do. So second to home on single, Jorgensen is the fielder. He's a T2. So here's a D, 11 to 46. He's safe. He is going to be out. Stagger gets thrown out of the plays for the second out. Questionable decision by the third base coach there. I'm sure he'll have some questions to answer in the post-game press conference there. Pepe Manuel now, 2 outs, runner on first. Still 11 to 5 Expos. Pitch to Manuel off of the batter's card, 82. It's going to be popped up on the infield. Always calling for it. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. So we're heading to the ninth, 11 to 5 Expos. Tim Foley to lead things off here. And it's going to be, Foley is going to walk. He's going to bring up Mike Jorgensen. Myrick is tired. But we're going to leave him there. This is just no reason to further deplete the Mets bullpen here. Runner on first. Jorgensen up to bat. So that means he's now a 2 to 6 EB rating. The pitch to Jorgensen is going to be ball 4. Walks him. So first and second now. Nobody out. Andre Thornton coming to bat. It's going to be off of the pitcher's card. 26 is going to be called strike 3. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Willie Fryman. And I see Bombo Rivera come up to bat. Rivera's batting 274 on the year, 1 home run, and 7 RBI. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Pitch. It's going to be off the pitcher's card. 52. G4A. I think the runners are going to move up 90 feet. That is correct. It's Rivera. It's a ground ball to Foster, who got a Torrey for the out. Foley and Jorgensen move up 90 feet. So now runners on second and third for Ellis Valentine. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Pitch will be off Valentine's card, 76. Be a ground ball to short. Phillips up with it, fires it to first, and the sign is retired. So we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. The Expos now. Go to the pen. The 6-run lead. And let's see, who are they to bring? How about Joe Kerrigan? I'm bringing Joe Kerrigan. He's going to go in the number 9 spot. So Joe Kerrigan comes in. He's got a ERA of 2.45 and a record of 0-1. 1 save on the season. You see a pinch hitter now for the Mets. We're looking at Bruce. Bruce, is it Bois Claire or Bois Claire? I don't know. I'm not going to look it up to find out. So sorry, Bruce. Here's the pitch. Pitch from Kerrigan. Be off of Kerrigan's card. 44 is going to be a line drive to second base. Garrett makes the catch for the first out. Now John Milner coming to bat. Pitch to Milner. Be off of Milner's card. 71. It's going to be lifted into center field. Valentine backing up on it to the warning track. He makes the catch. There's 2 away. Head to the bottom, or we're in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs. Joe Torre, the last chance for the Mets to keep things alive here. Pitch. It's going to be off of Kerrigan's card. 31. It's going to be called strike 3, and the ball game is. So let's go ahead and save that. And let's take a look at the box score real quick. Solid game from Larry Parrish powered today's Montreal victory. On the mound, Woody Fryman picked up the win with help from Larry Parrish's player of the game performance, 3 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Montreal is now 34-63 on the season. Yeah, that was a pretty good outing by Parrish. He's only batting 163 on the season. So, wow. Seaver drops to 14-8. Fryman is now 6-9. So the pitchers of record. And that's going to do it. So, hope you enjoyed that. Like I said earlier, please do hit like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And until next time, take care and have a great day.